Why would it say that? Why would it say the United States of America do also receive into their friendship and protection the nations of
Potawatomi
and Sacs,
and Sacs,
and do hereby establish the League of Peace and amity between them respectively, and the articles of this treaty so far as they apply to these nations are to be considered as made and concluded in all and every part, especially with them and each of them. When I was reading, the United States of America do hereby renew and confirm the peace and friendship entered into the said nations, and the treaty before mentioned held at Fort Mintosh. Macintosh. Okay, Macintosh. And the said nations again acknowledge themselves and all their tribes to be under the protection of the said United States and no other power whatever. You hear this shit? It's treaties. This is the treaty with the Wyandotte Nation.
1789.
In 1789, you had the treaties with the Wyandotte, Delaware, Ottawa, Chippewa.
These Hebrew Israelites is doing the same thing the colonizers did.
Doing the same thing.
Look, it says his X mark. So then there was no signature signing your name. They was doing X's. And look,
and that's how the natives signed their name. They put an X.
Those natives wasn't reading this English.
Hell no, they wasn't reading this shit.
They didn't know what they was putting their X on.
You showing the fuck right.
All of these treaties, now that we're reading them, because they wasn't read and understood back in the 1800s.
Right.
These treaties, these Anglo-Saxons took this land right up from underneath our noses.
And you niggas claiming y'all from somewhere else.
This is it. All these treaties are straight.
We're the natives. We ain't no goddamn Israelites. Plain and simple. It's only treaties for slaves. Okay, from Africa and from natives. Like this is the Wyandotte one. You had this was in 1789. The treaty with the Creeks, the Cherokees. But this one right here that won't come up. Oh, it came up. No.
Which ones?
See, that one won't come up.
Which one?
This one.
Six. Possession of the United States till all prisoners, white and black, which were taken by the state.
It was the Africans. It was kidnapped. Motherfuckers. Here, part 2. Nations shall be secured and possessed of lands in which they are settled. Who was it? The
Treaty with 6 nations. The United States of America give peace to the Senecas, Mohawks, and receive immensely protection.
6 Nation was a tribe.
Slicing and dicing they
don't even have signature. They have X's.
X's. Look at their names.
Because they couldn't understand.
And then the witnesses were Anglo-Saxons. Then Europeans. Not white, because white is a legalese term.
Chickasaw, that because that's what you are. You Chickasaw.
Choctaw.
I mean, yeah, Choctaw. They call hairy people. Choctaw means hairy people. And my wife proved that, yeah, she Choctaw. It says the commissioner.
Something, I don't know. And for all the prisoners, citizens of the United States, the entire liberty, if any there be in the Chickasaw Nation. They shall also restore all the Negroes and all other property taken during the late war from the citizens, if there be in the Chickasaw Nation, to such person at time and place as the commissioners of the United States of America shall appoint. Article 3 is when it gets to the land. The boundary of the lands hereby allotted to the Chickasaw Nation to live and hunt within the limits of the United States of America is and shall be the following. Beginning on the ridge that divides the waters running into the Cumberland, from those running into the Tennessee at a point in a line to be run northeast. They get real specific.
I think it's ready. I can smell it.
I don't hold on.
Yeah, let's put it on. Gotta put our chicken on now. Show y'all how we get down. See, we work together as a team. Some of you Hebrews don't even do that because y'all so much of in control of your wives, they can't even look down the street and put a piece of chicken on. Was it spicy?
Yeah, it's gonna be spicy.
My nigga. Funny. Yeah. That's how we get down. Big shit. Get straight from the farm. This ain't that grocery store shit y'all be on. We goes to the farm. Straight up. Straight to the farm, baby. To the farm, to our hand.
I forgot for some reason. I thought it was already on there.
Yeah, I smelled the smoke, smelling clean.
Okay.
Yeah, so to all you Hebrews, man, y'all need to go read all these treaties, ancient documents. Well, only gonna go so far. Who's running our land?
Here, let's show them the website.
Oh.
Yale Law School. Treaties between the United States and Native Americans.
So that's owner of America. That's when you see Native Americans. He's owner. Let's see what the Cherokee is. Become citizens of the United States of America and all individuals composing the whole Cherokee nations of Indians. And the ones who came over here to colonize. But the ones who wasn't citizens was the south of the river, Ohio, and before the first day of April, May, at the place all now prison of the United States and the United. So back tell them, look, you let mine go, we'll let yours go. The boundary between the citizens of the United States and the Cherokee Nation, the shell they fuck they gonna chose what
the natives where they taking their land at.
Right.
And they kept moving them far westward until they couldn't be moved no more. It is agreed on the part of the Cherokees that the United States shall have the sole and exclusive right of regulating their trade.
So they agreed. I don't believe that shit happened.
No. United States solemnly guarantee to the Cherokee Nation all their lands not hereby ceded.
If any citizens of the United States of is not being an Indian,
the Cherokee have noted citizens of the United States of any designs which they may know or suspect to be formed in any neighboring tribe or by any person whatever against the peace and interests of the United States. So if Cherokees hear anything at all from any other tribe, they'll
next. And they trying to lead them to a greater degree of civilization and to become a purgement of a cultivators instead of remaining in the state of hunters. See, we was hunters. The United States will, from time to time, where it says furnish graciously that said nation with useful implements and husbandry, and further to assist the said nations in so desirable a pursuit, and at the same time to establish a certain mode of communication. The United States will send such and so many persons to reside in said nation as they may judge proper, not exceeding 4 in number, who shall qualify themselves to act as a person shall have lands assigned. So they wanted to hire them to be officers to interpret what was going on. Same shit going on now. Y'all doing the same shit. We're them natives, we're them Indians they talking about.
But listen, go back to the beginning of what you read. That the Cherokee Nation may be free of civil herdsmen and cultivators instead of remaining in the state of hunters. From time to time, yeah, I mean, this is all wordplay where they were as a nation of people and turned us into what they wanted us to become.
Civilized is not a good thing.
Yeah, so now you Hebrew Israelites and any other people that look like us will look at us how they looked at us. Oh, these people are look at them. You're dirty and this.
Look how speech impediment.
Yeah, he can't read.
He ain't political correct.
Yeah.
This is how the colonizers looked at us when they came over there. They was like, look, these people didn't have no knowledge. They don't got no knowledge. They ain't cutting down their trees. They ain't killing all their buffalo. Right. They ain't digging up their gold. They wanted that.
Right.
So yes, they destroyed your history,
man.
But they also got paperwork with your history in it. You just got to read between the lines.
And these charters and treaties, they don't teach us this in elementary school.
No, I never knew it.
Because they're training us on something different in elementary school.
Yep. I never knew it. But if you stay in that state of mind of anything you Hebrew Israelite, you are being a fool. They trying to get you anything that's on the surface. They don't want you to see. They want you to see. Seek the unseen.
And the Hebrew Israelites, you guys are only on still the first level. Y'all, okay, I'm not black, I'm not African American. Who am I? You guys now have the questions, right. But y'all not going no further. You're still staying at a certain level. But then y'all look at somebody, y'all look at us like, oh, they done lost it, they're going to hell, blah blah blah. No, you still have the colonized mind.
Right.
Your mind is still colonized.
Mind. And in their paperwork, the truth resides.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because these motherfuckers dictate a lot of shit.
Yeah. And when these treaties, then all that other Hebrew, Christian, Jesus, all that other stuff is gonna go out the door.
Yeah, it's gonna any law. Once you start knowing what they pushing on you to deceive you,
Mm-hmm.
then you gonna be like, man, fuck all this shit,
Right.
because it never existed. In the King James Charter, it simply said John Smith came to proper and civilize you niggas.
You wanna read the King James Charter to them?
Read that shit, yeah, let's do it.
Most of y'all don't even know what the King James Charter is, nor have read it before.
I think you gotta read it because that's what's gonna take. A lot of people need you
Here.
Need you to spoon feed them. My bad.
Oh, right there.
Okay.
That's the first one. Here, let me show y'all this.
You might need to read it.
First Charter of Virginia, April 1606.
James, by the grace of God, King of England, Scotland, France, and Ireland, defender of faith, whereas our loving and well-disposed subjects, Sir Thorne Asgales and Sir George Sauner, Knights Richard Hakluyt, Clerk Penberry,
all these Anglo-Saxon
and
names.
Westminster, and Edward Marina Winfield, Thomas Hamhorn, and Ralph Gilbert, William Parker, and George Popham, gentlemen and deliverers of our loving subjects, have been humble suitors unto us, that we would vouchsafe unto them our license to make habitation, plantation, and to deduce a colony of sundry of our people into that part of America commonly called Virginia, and other parts of the territory in America, either appertaining unto us, or which are not now actually possessed by any Christian prince of people, situated, lying, and being all along the sea coast between 4 or 30 degrees of northerly latitude from the equinal, whatever line, and 5 and 40 degrees of the same latitude, in the mainland between the same 4 and the 30 or 5 and the 40 degrees, the same lands.
They got the latitudes and longitudes.
Within 100 miles. To that end, and for more speedy accomplishment of their said intended plantation and habitation, are desires to divide themselves into 2 several colonies and companies, to one consistent and certain knights, gentlemen, merchants, and other adventurers of our city of London and elsewhere, which are
companies,
and from time to time shall be joined unto them which do desire to begin their plantation and habitation in some fit convenient place between 4 and 30 and 1 and 30 degrees of said latitude alongst the coast of Virginia and the coast of American aforesaid, and the other consistent and sundry knights, gentlemen, merchants, and other adventurers in our cities of Bristols and Exeters, in our town of Plymouth. There you go.
All these towns in England.
Town of Plymouth. Plymouth. We didn't land in Plymouth. Plymouth landed on us.
Wait, hold on. Okay, never mind, because they'll say, oh, it was ruling then. Anyway,
in other places which do join themselves under that colony, which do desire to begin their plantation in some fit and convenient place between 8 and 30 degrees of 540 degrees of the said latitude, all alongst the said coast of Virginia in America and the coast length, we greatly commending and graciously accepting of their desires for the furtherance of so noble a work, which may by the providence of the Almighty God hereafter tend to the glory of his divine majesty in propagating of Christi Christian religion to such people as yet live in darkness, miserable ignorance of the knowledge of the worship of God, and may in time bring infidels and savages living in those parts to human civility, and to settle a quiet government due by these our letters patents graciously accept of and agree to their humble and well intended desires.
Stop right there, because I have had about enough.
That was just a
It says we greatly commend for you grammatically correct people. We then comma
right.
greatly commending comma. You want the knife? It's right there in that bowl. We greatly commending and graciously accepting of their desires for the furtherance of so noble a work, which may, by the providence of Almighty God, here
Doing it, D.
what?
Yeah, hotter than the devil's balls.
Ain't if you want to be live on YouTube.
You talking some real truth. Go ahead.
Maybe he could talk some real truth.
You ain't getting no 258.
But hereinafter tends to the glory of his divine majesty in propagating Christian religion, such people yet live in darkness and miserable ignorance of the true knowledge and worship of God. I know y'all heard that. Ignorance of true knowledge and worship of God.
So they said they knew the true God.
They knew the true God, but we didn't. We was ignorant to the true worship of God.
Due to what they talking about.
And may in time bring the infidels and savages, they call this infidels and savages, living in those parts to human civility.
Human civility.
Right.
So they the colored people?
So they came to civilize us and settle in quiet government, do by these our letters patents graciously accept of and agree to their humble and well-intended desires. So the king did the letter patents, and this is how they were able to colonize the land. Do y'all need me to continue reading?
You niggas don't want to read?
No, because this charter is pretty long, and this is just the first charter. The first charter of Virginia, 1606. He did two more after that, so there was a total of 3. It was a total of 3 charters, and then one was ordinance or something of Virginia. And then each other colony had a constitution or a charter. So they chartered our land, called it the 13 colonies. They did the Louisiana Purchase, which bought up majority of the rest of the land. And then they started sending people westward, Manifest Destiny, to get the rest of the land. And you guys say that we don't have the right to be angry and we need to stop cussing and things like that. Y'all Negroes should be mad and trying to fight for your land back too. It shows everything right here that they took, how they took our land, and it was through deceit and deception.
Can't tell these dumbass Hebrew Israelites because they think they from fucking Israel.
But yeah, you Hebrew Israelites, and this is why the agency, COINTELPRO, wants you guys
into this shit.
So into this Hebrew Israelitism, standing on the street corners and shouting that our people need to go back to Israel.
Stupid.
Like our previous video shows, the Pakistani said that's not Israel. That was a state created
by the state of who?
By the state of the United States.
Dumbass.
Y'all go back to Israel if you want to. They want us to think that we are not from this land, so we won't fight for this land.
Right.
Well, just like your president said a month ago, that his ancestors did a good job at taming the people of this land. And how did they tame the people of this land? Through colonization and slavery.
Just like that.
Once you Negroes uncolonize your mind, wake up more, because there's levels to this waking up. Y'all still stuck studying in the Bible.
Same shit that conditioned.
Man, the same stuff that conditioned us.
They talking about they woke.
Yeah, and y'all say King James was black. Where was King James black at?
Right, where at? What point? I mean, because how many fucking King James was it?
Exactly. Because just like he read on the beginning of this first charter of Virginia, April 10th, 1606, James, by the grace of God, King of England, Scotland, France, and Ireland. So in the 1600s, who was the king named James that was King of England, Scotland, France, and Ireland then? Right. It's going to come up King James, the same King James that authorized the King James Bible for the Church of England, for the Puritans at that time, during the Hampton Court Conference. You guys say we're simple, but you guys truly are the simple ones, because, again, you guys are only studying so far.
Right. They're only looking at, like, one side of the goddamn picture.
Yeah.
It's just popped out of nowhere.
Girl,
the church came from the London Company.
The London Company. The London Company formed the United States Company.
Right.
The United States is one of the greatest corporations that's ever existed.
Slavery still exists.
Yeah.
And they wonder why we go so hard.
And y'all wonder why we go so hard.
This shit they can see. They can see this plain and simple. This is plain as day. Mm-hmm. Like, this shit they ain't hiding this from you. This is plain as day. But y'all calling us the dummies and the simple ones, man. This is facts. Y'all still reading the Bible that was created by man who got a printer. Whoever printed them Bibles, that's who you believe in. That's the corporation, that's subsidiary. They making money.
Man, all these private companies working together.
Yep, making money.
Mm-hmm.
That's all what it is, man. And you ain't going to heaven. Heaven is something totally different.
And we sure ain't going to hell.
Right.
Yeah, we gonna be walking on charcoal.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all gonna be walking on charcoal right along with us.
Right along with us when they blow this motherfucker up.
Sure.
Because y'all paying the taxes to go for them to fight at war.
So
y'all support the gas, everything. British Petroleum, that's BP.
Shell
is London.
Mm-hmm.
You support every goddamn thing they created in this, the government as well. If you love the government so much, then you love London.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand that? Choose up. You work for the government, you work for the London Company. You dumb Negroes just on the surface.
And there's a lot of subsidiaries that's under the London Company. There was a India company that colonized India.
Right.
There was
they have Colombia.
Mm-hmm. There was a couple of different, there's a lot of companies.
The Trinity is the UK, mm-hmm. the United States, and Colombia. I mean, yeah, that's Colombia up there. Plain and simple, that's the Trinity. It's their Trinity, not yours. You just a slave in their fucking story. That's it.
We're the workers keeping their system going.
That's it. Without us, it wouldn't be them. Why it thrives so, that's why they so great, nigga. Cause your ass wanna love them. You wanna go work. What you tell her? What, that's my phone.
Yeah. Oh. It's the no answer.
No answer, Florida number. Yeah. But you people love this place. Y'all love to work for these people. Mm-hmm. So it shows who side you on.
As long as they have mass production of things, their system is going to continue to thrive.
Yep. And you're going to help them because guess what? They cutting the check.
Y'all need that job.
As long as you all interests.
Y'all need to remain civilized inside of houses with air conditioners and heat and running water and sewers and stuff polluting the earth.
Yep.
Y'all need all these material items to make you feel good.
Yep.
Half this stuff that they're making can't even.
Most of it make them cause cancer.
And it can't decompose back in the earth. It's harming us and the earth. It's corporation over environment.
And y'all love it.
Y'all love it. Everywhere you look, corporation.
And y'all walk around here talking about y'all Hebrew Israelites and y'all got necks.
Yeah.
Only thing y'all got next is the slaughterhouse. Liquidation time.
Corporation
ain't nothing coming for
on.
you. Ain't no Jesus. Ain't no God. You is who supposed to protect your family. You is supposed to plant seeds so your family can live on and on and on. You supposed to own land. You supposed to go out and till your land and grow them veggies and have them fruit trees out there bringing that food in for your family with cattle and shit like that. You are the protector. But now you is putting this visible man in position to protect your family. And this is why everybody gets hurt.
Kind of like Uncle Sam. Jesus and Uncle Sam is like the same.
They're the same
thing.
people.
Yeah.
You bring them to court, you're going to win by default because they will never show up. Come on, man. Y'all need to wake up. Stop believing in this sea because it's all a company of London. That's all.
Still ruling.
Still ruling. The more people, the greater. Yeah. They control your life.
Y'all better read them treaties and
they
charters.
Better do something because it's sad, man. Niggas is so scared now, though. They gonna work for Massa. They gonna kiss Massa.
They at work right now and talking about us, talking about we bums not working. Nah, start your own business.
Yeah, that's what you do. Start your business, man. Be your own boss. Till your own land, man. Raise and teach your own child, man. Because if you let them do it, then that child is gonna buck against you. He's not gonna be with you. Because you let another person from another nation till your child's mind. Colonize your child's mind, commit imperialism on it. You know what I'm saying? Tell you something that you didn't tell that child something. You know what I'm saying? Go against you. You don't do that.
Y'all can't even help y'all children with their homework when they bring it home.
Nope. Sad people. Because they all want to be something they ain't.
Yeah.
When we are beautiful people, red people, this is who we are.
Naturally. The sun loves us.
We love the nature. You feel me? These houses is killing us.
Yes.
Get back in them huts, man. Start taking the land back. That's what it's about, is the land. Agriculture. If it ain't hunting, then it's all bullshit. That's if you ain't hunting every day trying to feed your family, you bullshit, man. You really bullshit. This is why they fuck up your streams and rivers, man, and your buffaloes, so we can't hunt and get that shit no more.
Yeah.
They don't want us doing it, feeding ourselves.
They don't want us to do anything with nature, and nature is the one that takes care of us. But we show polluting the mess out of it.
You got berries on the trees we scared to eat.
But them Africans were show eating them.
Quick, still living too.
He said, that's not tree. That's food.
That's food. That's food. I need to wake up, man.
Yeah.
Silverback gorillas on the loose. You niggas hating on me and shit. Y'all can hate. They can call me everything in the book. But it only makes me greater. King of all kings. That's what nigga mean. You can call me nigger, nigga, whatever. It don't make us mad because you only saying king of kings. Niggas, you get it? It's an Ethiopian word. But you can't pronounce it. So you pronounce it as nigger, which is Niger. You feel me? So all you racist and prejudiced people, y'all racist, man. Straight up, bro. Come on, man. King of kings, man. Feel me? Nagas. Say it like that. Negust, not Nigga. See, y'all people that ain't from that part of the land, y'all can't pronounce that shit. You feel me? Y'all can't speak geese. You feel me? Get with that real shit, man. Get with it. I'm gonna be speaking Swahili in a minute. I'm gonna bring these niggas a real video of Swahili. My dude speaking Swahili. Let me see.